Pro tohle video jsem schválně vybral hru, která existuje i pro tu velkou realitu a stejná existuje i pro tu malou realitu virtuální, takže si můžete udělat představu, v čem se to liší. Je to samozřejmě v té grafice a pak je to i v tom naklánění, jak jsem říkal. Takže jdeme na to. Takže já teďka vám do toho nebudu chtít mluvit. Jedná se teda o, řekněme, ukázku Apollo 11. Vlevo tady vidíte velkou virtuální realitu, vpravo vidíte malou virtuální realitu a můžete se v obou samozřejmě rozlížet nahoru, dolů, doleva, doprava, to je jasný, ale v této velký, protože vlastně ona ještě snímá váš pohyb v prostoru, tak ještě já se můžu třeba naklonit dopředu, můžu se skrčit, můžu vlastně udělat krok dopředu a je to tady jako zohledněný. Tady u této malý nemůžu. Tam prostě jsem přesně na jednom místě, jako kdybyste se nějak svázali a můžete se jenom rozlížet. Takže já teďka, když to tady pustím, tak teď to vypadá jakoby podobně, ale já tady třeba můžu vidět to naklánění, jo, že tu hlavu můžu jakoby, jo, teď se můžu třeba podívat z boku, to tady u tohohle nejde. Tak to jsem vám chtěl jenom teďka říct, abyste si potom vnímali během celé tyhle ty ukázky, v čem ty rozdíly ještě můžou být oproti nejenom v grafice, což tady už vidíte, že ta grafika už tady rozdíl trošku má, ale že rozdíl je i v tomhletom pohybu. Takže teď to pouštím a užijte si to.
Why choose this as our goal? And they may well ask, why climb the highest mountain? Why 35 years ago, fly the Atlantic? Why does Rice play Texas? We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other thing. Not because they are easy, but because they are hard. Because that goal will serve to organize and measure the best of our energies and skills. Because that challenge is one that we're willing to accept, one we are unwilling to postpone, and one we intend to win for the other side.
Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed. Roger, Tranquility. We copy you on the ground. You got a bunch of guys about to turn blue. We're breathing again. Thanks a lot.
I think the momentous, most memorable thing that I can recall about that particular day was the opportunity while my two friends here were being put into the spacecraft to stand alone by myself out there and look at the rocket and the quietness and see the sun come up and the waves rolling in and the evidence of the millions of people watching, but nothing specific, and just so quiet, and realize that indeed such a contrast was going to take place, all the frantic activity preparing the rocket, but it was so quiet up there for me personally, and that in a very few moments we were going to be departing in a great roar and off for a momentous event.
I thought we had a 90% chance of getting back safely to Earth on that flight, but only a 50-50 chance of making a successful landing on the first attempt. There's so many unknowns in that descending from lunar orbit down to the surface that have not been demonstrated yet by testing. It's a risk-reward equation, and you're able to accept a level of risk so long as it's commensurate with the reward that you will get by achieving the goal that you're after.
T-minus 1 minute, 35 seconds on the Apollo mission, the flight to land of the first men on the moon. All indications coming in to the control center at this time indicate we are go. 1 minute, 25 seconds and counting. Our status board indicates the third stage completely pressurized. 80-second mark has now been passed. We'll go on full internal power at the 50-second mark in the countdown. Guidance system goes on internal at 17 seconds, leading up to the ignition sequence at 8.9 seconds. We're approaching the 60-second mark on the Apollo 11 mission. T-minus 60 seconds and counting. We passed T-minus 60. 55 seconds and counting. Neil Armstrong just reported back. It's been a real smooth countdown. We passed the 50-second mark. Power transfer is complete. We're on internal power with the launch vehicle at this time. 40 seconds away from the Apollo 11 liftoff. All the second stage tanks now pressurized. 35 seconds and counting. We are still go with Apollo 11. 30 seconds and counting. Astronauts report it feels good. T-minus 25 seconds. 20 seconds and counting. T-minus 15 seconds. Guidance is internal. 12, 11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff. 32 minutes past the hour. Liftoff on Apollo 11. Tower clear.
We got a roll program.
Neil Armstrong reporting the roll and pitch program, which puts Apollo 11 on proper heading. Plus 30 seconds.
Roll complete and ignition program. One round.
Altitude's 2 miles.
All 11 Houston, you're good at 1 minute.
Downrange 1 mile, altitude 3, 4 miles now. Velocity 2,195 feet per second.
11 Houston, thrust is go. All engines, you're looking good. Hi, Roger. You're loud and clear, Houston.
We're through the region of maximum dynamic pressure now.
11 Houston, your guidance is converged. You're looking good.
Set 8 miles downrange, 12 miles high. Velocity 4,000 feet per second.
Stand by for mode 1, Charlie. Mark, mode 1, Charlie. 1, Charlie.
Cliff Charlesworth taking a staging status.
This is Houston, you are go for staging. Tower's gone. Roger, tower. Board cutoff.
Inboard engines out.
I'm in board cutoff. Houston, be advised the visual is go today. This is Houston, roger out. Yeah, they finally gave me a window to look out.
I think certainly to go as far away as the moon and look back on the Earth certainly does affect your perspective. And then when you see it, tiny as your thumbnail held out in front of you at arm's length, that sort of gets your attention. A beautiful sight, tiny, pristine, blue and white, very fragile-looking object, shining like a beautiful little headlight out there in the black velvet of space. It does change your perspective. It makes you think that we have to take better care of this little fragile entity, because it is fragile.
Apollo 11, this is Houston. Slightly less than 1 minute to ignition, and everything is go.
Roger, Apollo 11's go.
Ignition. We confirm ignition, and the thrust is go. Apollo 11, this is Houston at 1 minute. Trajectory and guidance looks good, and the stage is good.
Apollo 11, we're showing velocity 35,570 feet per second.
Apollo 11, this is Houston. Around 3.5 minutes. You're still looking good. Your predicted cutoff is right on the nominal.
Roger, Apollo 11's go. We're showing velocity 35,570 feet per second. Altitude 177 nautical miles.
Apollo 11, this is Houston. You are go at 5 minutes.
Roger, Apollo 11's go.
Apollo 11, this is Houston. Your go for separation. Our system's recommendation is arm both spiral buses, over.
Okay, spiral B coming armed. My intent is to use bottle primary one as per the checklist, therefore I just turned day on.
Roger, we concur with the logic.
Okay, we got the vehicle in view. Moving forward. meters. 8 meters. 6. 5 meters. 3. 2 meters. 1 meter. And capture.
Apollo 11, this is Houston. Radio check, over.
Roger, we've got the high gain locked on now, I believe, auto tracking now.
Okay, you're coming in loud and clear, but Mike is just barely readable.
That was Neil. How are you reading, Mike?
Loud and clear now, Mike, and we understand that you are docked.
That's affirmative. Houston, we're ready for LEM ejection.
Roger, go for LEM ejection.
Thank you.
Apollo 11, this is Houston, over.
Roger, Houston, Apollo 11, go ahead.
Roger, could you give us some comments on how the transposition and docking went, over?
Yeah, I thought it went pretty well, Houston, although I expect I used more gas than I've been using in the simulator. Except for using a little more gas, and I'd be interested in your numbers on that. Everything went nominally.
This is Houston. Roger, we copy.
Eagle, Houston, the alignment and the initialization look good to us, over.
Roger, thank you.
Eagle, Houston, would you have Columbia go to the high gain, yaw 0, pitch -20, over?
There you go, 1 minute till take. You guys take care.
See you later. Apollo 11, Houston, we are go for undocking, over.
Roger, understand.
Roger, Eagle, undock. Roger, how does it look?
The Eagle has wings.
Roger. Eagle, Houston, we see you on the terrible, over.
I do believe you got thrusters on board that vehicle.
Okay, you've got it. Do it, data. Roger, let us know when you're ready to copy. We have a DOI pad and a PDI pad, over.
Guidance says we're go. Coming up on 5 minutes to ignition, Gene Cram's getting a go, no-go for descent.
Okay, all flight controllers, I'm going around the horn. I think it's going to make your go, no-goes based on the data you had for an LOS. Let's see, we got it back. Give me another few seconds. We're going, flight. Okay, retro, go. Vital, go. Guide, go. Control, go. Self-com, go. Ginsey, go. Ecom, go. Surgeon, go. Capcom, we're go to continue PDI.
Mike.
How you doing, Neil?
I'll leave it blue. Relay to us. See if they got me now. I got good signal strength in blue.
Okay, you should have him now, Houston.
Eagle, we got you now. It's looking good, over. Eagle, Houston, after yaw around, angled S-band pitch, -9er, yaw, +18.
Altitude 5,200 feet. Manual attitude control is good.
Roger, copy.
Altitude 4,200.
Houston, you're a go for landing, over.
Roger, understand. Go for landing. 3,000 feet. Stop alarm. 1201.
1201. Roger, 1201 alarm. We're go, same type, we're go.
2,000 feet. 2,000 feet. Into the ag, 47 degrees.
Roger.
37 degrees.
Eagle looking great, you're go.
Altitude 1,600. 1,400 feet, still looking very good.
Roger, 1202, we copy it.
35 degrees. 35 degrees. 750, coming down to 23. 700 feet, 21 down. 33 degrees. 100 feet, down at 19. 540 feet, down at 30. Down at 15. At 400 feet, down at 9. Gate forward. 1050 feet, down at 4. 30.5 down. They're pegged on horizontal velocity. 300 feet, down 3.5. 47 forward. On 1.5 down. 70. Got your shadow up there. 50 down at 2.5. 19 forward. Altitude, velocity, light. 8.5 down. 220 feet. 13 forward. 11 forward, coming down nicely. 200 feet. 4.5 down. 5.5 down. Within 60 feet, 6.5 down. 5.5 down. 9 forward. And 20 feet. 100 feet, 3.5 down. 9 forward. 5%. 185. Stay 75 feet. That's looking good. Down a half. 6 forward.
60 seconds.
Lights on. Down 2.5. Forward. Forward. 40 feet, down 2.5. Picking up some dust. 30 feet, 2.5 down. Straight shadow. 4 forward. 4 forward, drift into the right a little. Down a half.
30 seconds.
Forward. Contact light. Okay, engine stop. ATA at a descent. Mode control both auto, descent engine command override off. Engine arm off. 413 is in.
We copy you down, Eagle.
Houston, Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed.
Roger, Tranquility. We copy you on the ground. You got a bunch of guys about to turn blue. We're breathing again. Thanks a lot.
I'm at the foot of the ladder. The 11-foot beds are only depressed in the surface about 1 or 2 inches, although the surface appears to be very, very fine-grained as you get close to it. It's almost like a powder. Ground mass is very fine. I'm going to step off the lamb now. That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. As the surface is fine and powdery, I can pick it up loosely with my toe. It does adhere in fine layers, like powdered charcoal, to the sole and sides of my boot. I only go in a small fraction of an inch, maybe 1/8 of an inch, but I can see the footprints of my boots and the treads and the fine sandy particles. Neil, this is Houston. We're copying. There seems to be no difficulty in moving around as we suspected. It's even perhaps easier than the simulations of 16G that we performed in various simulations on the ground. Absolutely no trouble to walk around. Neil and Buzz, the President of the United States is in his office now and would like to say a few words to you. Over. That would be an honor. Go ahead, Mr. President. This is Houston out.
Hello, Neil and Buzz. I'm talking to you by telephone from the Oval Room at the White House. And this certainly has to be the most historic telephone call ever made. I just can't tell you how proud we all are of what you do. For every American, this has to be the proudest day of our lives. And for people all over the world, I am sure they too join with America in recognizing what an immense feat this is. Because of what you have done, the heavens have become a part of man's world. And as you talk to us from the sea of tranquility, it inspires us to redouble our efforts to bring peace and tranquility to Earth. For one priceless moment in the whole history of man, all the people on this earth are truly one. One in their pride in what you have done, and one in our prayers that you will return safely to Earth.
Thank you, Mr. President. It's a great honor and privilege for us to be here representing not only the United States, but men of peace of all nations, men with interest and a curiosity and with a vision for the future. Honor for us to be able to participate here today.
And thank you very much, and I look forward, all of us look forward to seeing you on the Hornet on Thursday.
Tranquility Base, Houston. Roger, go ahead.
Roger, our guidance recommendation is pings, and you're cleared for takeoff.
Roger, understand. We're number 1 on the runway.
Roger. 36 feet per second up. 5 to pitch over. Very smooth. Balance come along. Very quiet ride. There's that one crater on there. Thousand feet high, 80 feet per second vertical rise. Here you go, Houston. Request manual start override. Roger. 2,600 feet altitude. Here you go, Houston. You're looking good to us.
Houston, we got the service module calling by.
Roger, thank you.
And it's rotating just like it should be. Thrusters are firing.
.800 nautical miles high. Velocity 33,000 feet per second. Houston, we'll have you for about 3-4 minutes through Redstone and then pick you up after blackout through Orion.
Roger.
Guidance reports Apollo 11 right down the middle of the corridor. And 11 Houston, you going over the hill there shortly. You're looking mighty fine to us.
See you later.
I believe that this nation should commit itself to achieving the goal, before this decade is out, of landing a man on the moon and returning him safely to the Earth. No single space project in this period will be more impressive to mankind or more important for the long-range exploration of space, and none will be so difficult or expensive to accomplish.
Houston, through Orion. Apollo 11 Houston, and the line, Airbus has a visual contact. Apollo 11 Houston, standing by for your dipsy reading, over. Apollo 11, this is Hornet, over. Apollo 11, read the last clear, position 1330. 16915. Aircraft reports visual with 3 full tubes.
Down and condition of crew, over.
Okay, condition of crew, 3,500 feet on the way down.
11 and Hornet, copy. 11 Hornet, what's your splashdown error, over?
Okay, our splashdown error is our latitude 1330, 16915.
Takže video skončilo, vy jste si mohli udělat představu, jaký je rozdíl v grafice, případně i v tom sledování toho pohybu. Když bych to řekl já za sebe teďka, tak já jsem samozřejmě prvně viděl tu malou virtuální realitu, protože jsem tu velkou tedy ještě neměl. Byl to pro mě zážitek, takže určitě funguje to, že pokud jste si nevyzkoušeli nikdy ani jedno, tak to pro vás bude stejně určitě pěkný zážitek i v té, řekněme, v uvozovkách horší kvalitě. A já to samozřejmě můžu určitě doporučit oboje. Takže díky za pozornost, mějte se hezky a zase někdy nashledanou.